Hello, good evening and welcome to this evening's edition of GCBC. Joining me as always is the Waitrix. How are you, the Waitrix?
I'm good.
I had to go and drag you in then to Discord.
Yeah.
You weren't here with me, you were just chatting away with Cornite on the stream. Absolutely outrageous. Good evening, Noam2. Good evening, Cornite. Nice of you to join us. Right, what have we got going on in the UKBBL tonight? Amongst other things, these are the current live games. Let's give that a bit of an update. So, Liquid Light 1, Dem Crooked Vultures 0. That's from Altdorf East. You've got Fire Emblem Females 0, Nurgalicious 0. That's from the conference. The Yorkshire Roses have taken a 1-0 lead against 11 Lords of Leap, and that's a High Elf versus Kislev match from Tier 4. Expectations 1, Holmreich Stormboys 0, that is from Tier 2 as well. Caladan Corsairs 1, Hagrim's Headsplitters, that's Tier 2 as well. Corsairs in Corsets and Deadly Disease, I don't know which division that's from.
Don't recognise any of those.
We'll have to have a look and see if we can find that out in a minute. Naughty Nagarothians 2, they're going to go top of Autumn Forest East against Flames of Hashut, who are likely to go bottom. And
they're in Howling Hills West.
Oh, sorry, tier 3, I apologise. And Wooden Woods Aspirants 0, Young at Bones Mark 2 0. Now, the Wooden Woods Aspirants have the great pleasure of being one of the few teams that the Waitrix has beaten ever. So good evening, Aurelenis, good evening, Alessus, and good evening, Bob. Nice of you to join us. I think because it's Orcs versus High Elves and I'm an Orc coach and you're a High Elf coach, we're going to be catching Liquid Light versus Dem Crooked Vultures.
Sounds good.
Of course, when you have a match like this, the only team that's going to win is the Orcs, of course. So
depends on who's playing the Orc.
Well, this is true.
If you're playing them as inferior High Elves.
Well, that's true as well. One could say the same about the High Elves. It depends who's playing the High Elves. Let's have a look. It's 1-0. The Orcs are about. It's only turn 2, so it's really early in this one.
Yeah.
We do have a wizard in hand for the High Elves. 2 rerolls, Apothecary, a Babe, and the Fame. And then the Orcs have 4 rerolls and an Apothecary. Let's just bring up some skills. We can have a look at exactly what's going on here. These are all the additional skills.
Lots of mighty blow.
There is lots of nice juicy skills. Look at this thrower.
3 tackle players as well.
I like that player. Oh, don't you like the look of all that tackle?
I don't mind. I'm not playing him.
There's not an awful lot of skills on this High Elf team.
I bet you get a stiffy from watching his Orc thrower, though.
He's not as good as my thrower.
It's better than your thrower.
He's not got a strong arm. My thrower is far better than that piece of crud.
He's a blodge piece with edgy 4 and accurate.
Yeah, but if I roll a double on a thrower, he takes strong arm. Make him a better thrower, then you don't need to blodge because nobody can ever reach you. I threw a beautiful long bomb last night. It was beautiful.
I've gone the other way with my High Elf thrower this time, actually. I rolled 2+ movements on him, so he's movement 8 now.
You've turned him into a Skaven. Good evening, Mystic John. Good evening, Sebo. I hope you're feeling better. I hear you didn't even make it to the tournament in Vienna. I hope Farron's feeling better as well. Who is in today? It's just me and the Waitrix, unfortunately. No guests. Oh, you're not feeling better? Oh dear, I'm sorry. Good evening, Steve-O. No, we are still looking for guests for the show. So if you do fancy having a guest slot on GCBC, joining the Waitrix and me, 8:30 UK time, we'll gladly have you on. So please drop us a message. Good evening, Quay Piggy. Nice of you to join us. So we're watching this. This is beautiful Orcs. They're virtually playing in Fine colours. They're playing in the red tiger stripe rather than the orange tiger stripe. That's the only difference. them crooked vultures, although they don't play proper orc way, they tend to... I mean, what's this doing? Why is your decent thrower here? Honestly. This is this guy. This guy's
He probably wants to level up the other thrower.
Kick-off return. Oh my god. He's got 2 superb throwers. I wish I had 2 throwers with that many star player points. He's got a niggle there, that one.
One of them's niggled.
He's got a leader as well. Block dodge. Kick-off return.
And 3 SPP from leveling.
This orc team must have a ridiculous team value. Good evening, Farron. Farron, are you feeling up to getting smashed to pieces by Vincenzo tomorrow, by the way? Please tell me you are, because... Is it Vincenzo? Oh no, you're playing the Endless. I really hope that the Endless smash your team to pieces, Farron. Just purely this week, because I'm playing you next week. So yeah, if you could make sure you turn up to your game tomorrow. Okay, Riot shortens the game.
Yeah, I think the High Elves don't mind.
No. Good evening, Frank. Good to hear that you're feeling fine. I hope you're fine enough for a thorough thrashing at the hands of Snudger's Endless. Although, to be fair, they're not that killy, that Chaos team. He's already beaten me this season.
Hey, Gruff.
Good evening, Gruff. Lots of F's in Gruff. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
So, how has your week been, Sandy?
Yeah, it's been overall it's been good.
Chilling.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel dirty watching the match from this angle. I feel like I need to watch it from the orc end.
You could always press C and see it from the Bork then.
Or I could or I could just switch the view like that. It does the same thing. No, I think we'll watch it from the high off end. Sorry, Gab, I think match day 3 is safe for him. Took all the damage from Vienna for my match. No. I'm sure there's plenty more damage to be shared. I'm certain that we can probably get some more damage for Vienna. Snudger, if you do watch this back, please.
Is that a sidestepping Black Orc?
Well, this Ugnash does like a sidestepping Black Orc. Yes, he does like a sidestepping Black Orc. Although, while you're blitzing with a Black Orc, he doesn't have tackle. Oh, I suppose he doesn't have tackle, does he?
Nope.
He's got another sidestep piece there.
Well, you won't be expecting the sidestepping orcs.
I'm not a fan of sidestep on orcs, to be honest. Stand Firm does much of the same kind of thing.
Yeah, but it could be good if you need to move up to score instead of just standing still.
Is it this week that we get to watch the decider between Frank and the Waitrix, and will it be on a Monday so it can feature on GCBC? This is the FA Cup match, isn't it?
No, we're playing in the main league next week.
I wouldn't force the Waitrix to play live. I can't do that. I don't like to play with Final live. I'll play my Cripple Cup matches live, but that's because those matches don't really matter that much. This is an interesting layout. This is not that hard for the high... I mean, what would your play be here, the Waitrix? If you were the High Elves in this position. Do you take care of business on this blitzer down here, Karg? Do you make him the target, or do you go elsewhere?
I'd probably want to remove the instant scoring threat.
So you do target this one, yeah? This is very interesting. You don't often see orcs spread out this much. I suppose when you've got... This isn't the decent thrower, though, is it? I'd be really worried about your agility 4 thrower here. It's going to be interesting to see what Alex Archer does here. Is Ugnash playing like this to avoid the wizard threat somewhat? Good evening, 20 Phoenix. Nice of you to join us. Frankfurter, the TV is enough difference to give me a wizard and scum a bribe. 2 orc throwers on the single team. Well, yes, there is 2 orc, not the only orc team to have 2 orc throwers in the league. What is interesting about this bunch of reprobates is the quality of these 2 throwers. They're both 70 plus star player points. More to the point, where's the troll? Where's the troll, Ugnash? Where's the goblins?
Yeah, it doesn't have any goblins, so therefore it doesn't need any trolls.
Fair enough. Yep, there's at least 3 teams in the league that have 2 orc throwers on their team. Yeah, he is going for the quick score piece.
Yeah.
There's a side step piece though.
Yeah.
Down you go. Where are you going, the Lork? This is where, if you're the high elves, you're praying for an early armor break, I tell you. Imagine all those star player points on something useful. Lol. Steve. All those star player points. I have to admit, I'm not sure I'd be able to carry 2 orc throwers that good. Although he's only running a 13-man roster, so I suppose that's how you get it. Has he got his 4 black orcs? He's got the obligatory 4 black orcs and the obligatory 4 blitzers. I mean, eight, 9, 10, 13. Yeah, 3 linemen, 2 throwers, and the 4 and the 4. If you're not going to take the troll and the goblins, what's wrong with that? I suppose it's going to be interesting. Ugnash was in the Premiership last season, got relegated.
Well, one of the few orc teams I've seen that hasn't had a black orc level and get strength.
I've got a team just like that, if it helps.
Mm.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, the Dem Crooked Vultures got finished 10th in Prem East last season, and coming the other way, I believe, Liquid Light. Did they come back up, or were they still in Tier 2? I can't remember. I shall find out. Oh, they were in Tier 2. They failed to get promoted. So Liquid Light finished in 4th place, just outside the promotion slots last season. And Dem Crooked Vultures got relegated with only 10 points from Prem East this season. Both of them plying their trade in Altdorf East. Liquid Light are currently 4th, played 2, 1-1, drawn 1. And Dem Crooked Vultures, exactly the same record. So they're separated on touchdown differential. In the High Elves' favour, so all to play for early in the season. If Liquid Light can win this game, they will go joint top. Dem Crooked Vultures would need to win this game 3-0 to go joint top, otherwise they'll be in 2nd place. If Liquid Light win 2-0, they go top on goal difference, or touchdown differential. Sorry about the bad camera work. No, we're not watching a Prem East game, Tector. No, there wasn't a Prem East game going on. This is Altdorf East. This is... Blimey. What are you doing, the Matrix? Sandy, what are you doing to me?
I just had to scratch my beard.
Oh. Fair enough. I'm not going to ask why we got the funny noise from a beard scratch. Bob, I only just recently bought a 4th blitzer, still only at 4 black orcs though. 3 black orcs is 1 too many if you ask me, Bob. I mean, I have 3 on the roster, so I can always have 2 on the pitch. Last night though, my 2 fantastic orc linemen with Wrestle and Fend literally brought my opponent's team to a grinding halt. Just literally, they couldn't get anywhere. It was like block, push them away. Oh, I can't follow up. Block, push them away. Oh, I can't follow up. Couple that with a couple of stand firm pieces, make moving the ball anywhere. It's incredibly effective against the bashy teams. Heartily recommend it if you ever go bash the Waitress. What are the chances are there of you if you go and bash?
Highly unlikely.
What are you playing? Are you playing High Elves in the Cripple Cup as well?
Of course.
Do you actually play anything but High Elves?
Yeah, but what I play besides High Elves is mostly stunty teams and fun teams.
Oh, fair enough. Good evening, Robbo. Sculled Robbo. Nice to have you with us. No linemen on your team. No, Bob, you fill up your lineman slots with goblins. What's that? 4 goblins, 4 blitzers, 3 black orcs. That's 11 players. How many throwers? 2. That's 13. Do you have a troll? You running a 14-man roster, are you, Bob?
The goblins only count as half one each.
Robbo, honorary Team Vienna member. Only recently, okay. You Vienna boys, by the way, because I've just been speaking to Bevan as well, you've made each other sick. What did you do? Did you have a menage a trois? Maybe I should not. The Gobbos leave the pitch quickly. Well, I don't know, Scrapper had a bit of a decent game for me last night. Good old Scrapper Sorehead. I deliberately left him I deliberately left Scrapper on the bench in the second half so my other goblins could score. A Monge 2, yeah, a Monge 2, yes. You blamed the chili. That's a funny name for a venereal disease. There you go, Bob. Texas doing you a favour, removing Pestigores. No excuses. Bob, this is an incredibly competitive season for you, isn't it? Are these guys ever going to move?
Isn't Bob in tier 2?
Yeah, he is. What the hell's his team called?
Flora.
That's it. Flora's Flatulent Floozies. The solid start to the season of 0 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses, which of course is just enough to be ahead of James Overlord. What is Team Vienna? Okay, so Farin, Sebo, Bevan all actually reside in Austria, in Vienna. And Robbo went for a visit over Christmas and they basically gave each other venereal diseases. So I didn't start the rumour. I'm merely voicing it. You know, they met, they've now all got diseases. Do the math. Bob, I have played some top players so far this season. Plus, Bob, not enough crazy plays. Disappointed.
So, Bob, who have you played so far this season?
Lord Chaplain Kirmasako is actually a Lessus from Finland, by the way. Bob, you can't hide behind you've played some top players. You're in tier 2, son. One would suggest that they're better than your average Blood Bowl player. Like Tector. Tector's in your division, Bob. He did quite well in one season. I think he made it to the playoffs. Thanks for remembering the Lord part. Yeah, you're welcome. For those of you that haven't signed up for the next UKBBL tabletop tournament, it's in May. 19th or 19th, 20th of May. It's that weekend anyway. Around that weekend in May. Looks like it might be a completely or a large international tournament as well. Still planning to come, the Waitrix?
Of course.
Excellent. Gav, you'll be glad to know my rat ogre died. What, in the Cripple Cup is that, Barmy? It's a bit late now, isn't it? It's no good him dying after he's demolished me. Good evening, Keith. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, I do hope those of you that can make it to the next UKBBL tabletop tournament do so. Looks like it'll be another fun one. No Thyrus this time, though, I'm afraid to report. So if anybody wants to share a room with me, happy to share a room. Do you want to share a room with me, Sandy? Saves you on the hotel costs.
What?
When you come over to the next tabletop tournament, I actually have a oh, did I order a double? Oh no, I've got a double and a sofa bed. I've got a sofa bed in my room if you want to share a room. My wife's yelling I wouldn't. It's charming, isn't it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Saves costs, doesn't it?
Sure does.
That's how Bevan and Robbo all got sick. Lovely. Keith, I see that Andy defeated you. We no longer love you. Keith Carp got smashed by Davo this season. Not good enough. Are these players actually moving? Are they actually doing anything? Oh, here we go. Let's roll some dice. It's been a very cagey affair. You don't normally see an Orc team this spread out, do you? Do you think he's
Definitely.
Do you think he's that worried about the wizard?
I don't see any other reason to why he would spread out so much, besides the wizard.
He could score this turn, you know, if he was feeling brave.
Yeah. Potential score.
The problem he's got is his non-agility. He's going to have to block here, isn't he, on this guy, to try and release his thrower. That's the problem he's got. So he can't blitz this guy out the way. He couldn't have had it. In my defence, I had no players left from last season. I'll hide using that pathetic excuse. I chose to play Skaven and my team died, and now I can't compete anymore. Hide behind that pathetic excuse, are we, Keith? Dear, oh dear, I thought more of you.
You get loners, right?
Yeah, once you're loners. Pathetic excuse. I agree, Al Bundy. I can't explain why else he would play this spread out. Ugnash, who's playing here. In fact, this is, by the way, Ugnash is actually Alex Archer's dad. Just so we're aware of that. This is actually a family affair. Alex Archer's dad is Ugnash. Obviously, he's not Ugnash Archer, but for tonight he will be Ugnash Archer. So he has gone for that one. So he is going to take the risky dodge with a Orc thrower. He does have dodge, to be fair to him. But that blitzer has tackle. So this is a dodge without a reroll.
Yep. Oh, well, he has reroll.
Yeah, he's got his team reroll, hasn't he?
Yeah, four left and 4 turns.
To be honest, this game usually ends with one result, with Alex Archer winning it whenever they play normally. So. He could hand off to the other thrower, but that thrower's already moved, I believe.
No, the other thrower hasn't moved.
Oh, he hasn't. He pushed him back, didn't he? That's genius play, actually. No, that's very good. I stand corrected. Well played, Ugnash. Slowly rebuilding again.
Now it's 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4.
Yeah.
With the built-in reroll on the pass.
On the catch, or the go for it. Here we go. Big catch roll here. You've got to use the reroll here. What's there to think about? Just click on it. He's caught the ball, and now it's the tripwire on the goal line, isn't it? Oh, he's got 2 go for it's to go for.
2 go for it.
Jesus Christ, this is highly risky, isn't it? Do you think? I don't think he'll go for this.
Yeah, that's the thing. If he hadn't failed the catch.
This is a man. Agnash is a man that made a living rolling anything but a 1. So, oh, is he gonna do it? Oh, there we go. There we go. He can't resist it. Oh, that's the Skaven in him. That'll teach you. That'll teach you. Oh dear. Right, time for the High Elves to mop up then. At least, the only thing that went in his favour there is, because normally when that happens to me, my player would have been stunned. Any idea what Davo is taking to the tabletop? No, he still hasn't decided.
Before you go and pick up the ball there, would you surf his blitz? Oh no, that's the sidestep blitz.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to seeing orcs with sidestep.
Any idea what Davo is taking to the tabletop? Well, to be fair, Keith, there's a few tournaments before the next UKBBL tabletop. So no, he won't be taking Khemri Barmy. No, you know what happens when Andy takes Khemri? He gets all salty. He doesn't talk to anyone. Sits at the back of the room crying. So he won't be Khemri.
Sounds like an average Khemri coach.
No, we've got weekend after next. 12 of the UKBBL intrepid souls are off to York to compete in the UK Tabletop Championship. 2 years ago, Verbal HM was very keen that a dozen or we could take a team or two to play alongside a lot of the top tabletop players, so you kind of almost get recognition that actually cyanide Blood Bowl players aren't bad at all. So we sent me and Thyrus, and we did okay with table obscurity. So yeah, this year, the weekend after next, 12 of us are off. We are sending a stunty team as well. Douglow, Insidious, Landian and Charlie Banks are taking stunty. So that's goblins, halflings, ogres and underworld goblins competing in our stunty team. I think they're all bonkers because it's quite a competitive tournament this, but there you go. These elves don't roll ones, do they? And then it's my team, or Thyrus's team captain. I think we're UKBBL East. Is myself, Thyrus, Jimbo Dini and Southern Slayer. So Jimbo is taking Undead, I'm taking Skaven. Keith, I'm taking Skaven. Thyrus is taking Wood Elves and Southern Slayer is taking Necro. And then Andy's team is Andy, 20 Phoenix, Ceremal and Ugnash. Ceremal's taking Wood Elves, Ugnash is taking Orcs. 20 Phoenix, remind me what you're taking. I can't remember. Yeah, good question. Why aren't we taking Alex Archer to the UKTC instead of Ugg? Unfortunately, if you can't get the Seychelles 20 Phoenix, Grimsby's better than nothing. Undead, so 20 Phoenix is taking Undead. So 20 Phoenix Undead, Ceremal Wood Elves, Ugnash is taking Orcs. I've got a feeling that Andy's likely to take Dark Elves, but he is yet to confirm, so we'll just see what he turns up with. I packed my miniatures yesterday, actually. They're on the table behind me. You can see them in those black boxes behind this shoulder. There they are. That's the miniatures already pre-packed.
I was thinking of doing exactly the same thing he did, marking the blitzer
on the floor. Yeah, it's very sensible, isn't it? Allows you to stall for a turn, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can't get through with anybody else here either because of the way. This is what's really good about Alex Archer and the way he plays. He had a Dark Elf team in Blood Bowl 1, Liquid Venom, that were in and around the Premiership for the whole time. He's so good with his positioning. And he built a team. He played his Dark Elves like a High Elf team, so maybe High Elves is just a better fit for him. Did you pack yours? Do you need me to bring Undead 20 Phoenix? Because I can get some Undead teams. But I suspect you have an Undead team. I have got packed Skaven, Wood Elves and Necro. So the only one on my team that is bringing their own team is Jimbo. The rest of the miniatures on my team are my miniatures.
Oh,
got one.
just a miss next game.
Does that upset you?
A miss next game? Or
No,
injuring elves?
Injuring a High Elf.
I don't really care. Especially when it's not mine.
What do you mean, like High Elves with a thrower and catchers? What did I say?
You were talking about Alex Archer playing Dark Elves like High Elves.
Oh, no, he used to. It was really bizarre. He used to use a Witch Elf to throw the ball deep because she had like agility 5. Another one, got another one. It's a bit late now, though, when you've turned the ball over, Agnesh. This is not that difficult for the High Elves to. Have these High Elves got any throwers?
Yeah, he's got one that leveled up, but it's on the bench.
Yeah, he's got a sneaky look. He's got a sneaky movement 9 catcher here as well.
I used to have one of those.
This is a decent High Elf team, isn't it, with 13 players? I do like a 13-man.
Yeah.
Good evening, Glasshammer.
Which catcher, Ruff? The one I sold him?
Yeah, he used his blitzers like catchers and used a Witch Elf to throw the ball. No, it was just the way he played them. He would rely an awful lot of the time, Al Bundy, no M2, on throwing it long. And then he would play. I mean, it's a fairly standard double stacked elf defense. He was just very effective with it.
Yeah, you're talking about Rose Artemis. That's the catcher I sold him.
But you know, Gruff, it's like any semi-decent player. If you want someone to get the best out of you, you leave your old club and go to a better coach, don't you? You can't see the stream, really? Refresh the page. Anybody else having problems seeing the stream? It's up for me.
Good to hear.
Oh, I agree, Al Bundy. It was very risky. This is probably why High Elves is a better fit for him. Are we gonna? Oh, So Agnash is now marking pieces up. What you need now is a catcher with nerves of steel, isn't it, really? Oh dear.
Question is, do you want to run it up, hand it off to the catcher?
Which catcher? This one?
The Darien Shadow switch.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. And then what do you do? Make a ridiculous long bomb pass, or
It's not a long bomb.
is this where you...
Movement 8, you know.
No, I know that. No, I mean, what's the play here? Do you dodge out? Do you use your wizard? He's got his wizard. This is defense, so using the wizard now is not dreadful. He could wizard Narg and then blitz, or in fact he could wizard Subni.
Yeah.
And then, well, no, actually the safer bet is to wizard Narg and then blitz Subni with the catcher that's on the floor. And then you could do what you just said, hand it off to this catcher here who can make the throw, potentially. He looks like he's going more conservatively, which doesn't surprise me. Yay, Robbo's back. No risk, no reward. Well, that's true. That's held you in good stead, hasn't it, Keith? Give me a sniff of the ball with my strip ball gutter runner and I'm there. Just do it. Bob, just lob it into the tackle zones. Nice. No, he's going for the pass. There we go. Into the other catcher.
There's quite a few move-busted players.
What, for the Orcs?
For the high elves.
Well, does that matter so much?
I wouldn't keep movement 5.
Really? What,
No.
even with kick? Why not?
Yeah, but there's a dodge kick one and a blodge one.
Why wouldn't you keep movement 5 lineman?
Because movement 5 isn't fast enough. Like Sonic says, you gotta go fast.
Oh, I don't know. One for the viewers there then. I mean, who would keep a movement 5 high off lineman? I mean, I used to have a movement 4 high off lineman back in the day. He was block, dodge, sidestep. No, wrestle, dodge, sidestep, guard. It was perfect.
Yeah,
perfectly
but
built.
when it's guard, I can kind of see why you would hang on to him.
I don't like this. He's not leaving himself many options to score, is he?
Ah,
The target here is got to be this guy.
G5.
Yeah, absolutely. So you nail him. I mean, he doesn't even have block, so Pug should bring him down. Agnash will leave somebody in scoring range, I'm sure, because his throwers are well positioned. Especially that. Oh no, these throwers almost need to be the other way round, because you really want your superstar thrower that's great at throwing in the middle.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, line of scrimmage. What's wrong with that guy for line of... Oh, mind you, he's got kick, so that doesn't synergise well with line of scrimmage. He's got to kick it first. But maybe that's the only reason he's kept him, because he's got kick while he rebuilds a kicker. But that would be fair. I don't know. I think I'd keep movement 5 linemen. It depends on the funds, I suppose, because high elf linemen, as you know, aren't cheap. So
they are not.
Yeah, I'm not so keen on the kick dude because he can't dodge and kick. Nah, he can't go on the line of scrimmage. He's got one job. He's probably just keeping him while he's rebuilding, I guess. We've all agreed on that, I think, now. Keep the kicker until you can grow your own. My kicker on my Orc team is generally always a thrower. My defensive thrower. Oh dear. Down you go, little Orc. I think he's going to have to use the wheel on here. Oh, it's a double one. The dreaded snake eyes. What a shame. And now, can that catcher just run up to him and hand it off now? He can as well. Bloody hell. 2-0 at the half. Well, that's curtains with a wizard in hand as well, isn't it? Well, yeah. If he makes this touchdown, I will suggest that we go and watch another game, because once again Agnash has failed to beat his son. Or is he going to have a sneaky punch in the face for someone?
Or
do you think he's just protecting against the potential of failing the catch?
Possibly, but I'd probably be greedy enough to try and score on the G5 guy, since I really want him to level up. I would have passed to the dodge catcher and handed off to the G5, scored with him.
Has everyone in Prem West seen HUD advertising his player for a stomping? The new Saint 9 for Rose Artemis is now strength 4. Nice. Did we see Andy's Warrior Diana go for it for a fast score last week? Was this in a league match? Al Bundy. I wasn't aware of this death. I wasn't aware of the death. Thank you for cheering up my day.
So are we watching something else?
Yeah, 2-0 to the High Elves. It means it's a sad day in the Orkdom. Right, let's come out of that replay. Let's see what's going on around the rest of the UKBBL.
Fire Emblem females versus Nerglicious.
We don't want to watch that. That's conference nonsense. Oh, Kislev, the 11 Lords are leaping a 3-1 up against the Yorkshire Roses.
Last we saw the Yorkshire Roses was 1-0 up, right?
Yeah. Oh, they're all blowouts tonight. I mean,
that's why I was looking at the conference.
Yeah. Wooden Woods aspirants 2-0 up against Young at Bones. I'm going to go into the Kislev game against High Elves.
I suggested that we watched it earlier, Frank, but I got shut down.
What, the HHW game?
Yeah.
What we can do, go on then, as there's been a request. You get shot down because you're staff, but when the viewers want it.
You always know what to say.
Twenty Phoenix, congratulations on that solid win. So it's this Caladan Corsairs game, yeah? Is that the one?
Wooden Woods. Or we can watch either one.
What, is there more than one game going on in HHW?
Yeah.
Well, I've gone into Caladan Corsairs. That was turn 16 in that game.
Yeah, I'll check which turn it is in the Wooden Woods.
It's finished 2-0 to the Chaos Dwarves by the looks of it, unless they can get a third. The security gate, you don't see this, this is the security gate, you don't see this very often.
It's turn 9 for Young and Bones.
Okay. There's the security gate upgrade to a stadium, cancels out riots and pitch invasions. Has its place, I suppose, if you really don't like those. One at either end, of course.
I knocked out 3.
You're watching. Oh, and there's a failed catch. That was a failed pass, actually. I stand corrected. Oh, and the ball sentinels caught it. It's going to be 3-0 to Carney, perhaps. Oh, he fell over, and it's a tripwire again on the line. 2-0. Oh, what, the security gate makes it hard? Oh, it is, isn't it? It's a dugout. I see what you mean. Oh, where's my dugout gone? Oh, I stand corrected. The Caladan Corsairs are 2-0 up. So it's the humans that have won 2-0. I do stand corrected, Bob. Your first player with a blicking guy? What's a blicking guy?
Blocking.
But he said blicking.
Yeah, but that's because I is next to O on the keyboard.
This is a true story. Your first player to get block in your Kislev team, and it's a niggled piece now. Any interesting injuries here? Hobgoblin with badly hurt, and the other one smashed ankle. It's a movement.
What?
Smashed ankle Hobgoblin for Nash 6.
Yeah, but I was watching the Wooden Woods aspirants versus Young and Bones, and the Woodhouse was 2-0 up and conceded.
Ooh, 5-5 on a Kislev Blitzer. What are you going to take, 20 Phoenix?
I think you might have to reset their game if they're able to replay it.
Who?
The Thymius versus Wright.
Why? What's happened? Oh, they just disconnected.
Yeah, the Woodhouse considered the game being 2-0 up.
What, by accident?
Well, I guess it was by accident. I don't see any reason why you would.
Right, let's go to expectations versus the Holmright Storm Boys. That's a close game now. It's 2-1. Gonna have a catch up with that one. Let's find out what they say. That's from your division, HHW, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Righty's posted.
Yeah.
Steamy's. Oh God, he's disconnected, and he was 2-0 up.
Yeah. So right is the end result was 4-2.
That's horrendous. We can't give Righty that much. This is Pylon 2 versus Harold 1. Holmrock Storm Boys are now receiving. Oh, the Holmrock Storm Boys are kicking. I stand corrected. Badly hurt Ogre.
What player was died on righties?
Was there a player that was dead?
Yeah, but not on the Woodhouse. The Woodhouse killed one of righties player.
Well, if it's a disconnect and it's not Righty's fault, then it'll end up having to be fairly straightforward. Who's your admins in HHW?
What?
Who are the admins in HHW where that disconnect just happened?
Big Ash, Corbor, and TJ.
Are they asking?
Server just kicked him out.
Oh, it sounds like Steam was the problem, to be honest.
And the timer wasn't. The timer never counted down when he was trying to reconnect.
Oh, really?
He didn't have a chance to. And I was watching it, so I know there wasn't a 5-minute wait. I just tabbed out and then I heard that the game was over. TJ Nakatomi Plaza.
What turn was it, the Waitrix?
Turn 9 or 10.
Who had the ball? Righty. Right, after this game is done, if there's no other games going on in around the UKBBL at the moment, the Waitrix, I think just for fun, we will ask our viewers to decide what teams that we're going to play against each other. Just for fun. If there are no other games going on. 9:30 there might be another kickoff. You never know.
Yeah.
Might be able to watch the Wooden Woods aspirant if they decide they want a replay, a reset.
It's 10:30 though. I'm just gonna go into the game and check who had the ball and whatnot when the concede happened. The Wood Elves had the ball.
Okay.
It was the Undead's drive. I kind of don't want to reset the game.
No, they said they can't anyway. It's too late in the in the day anyway, so it's fine. Right, he said that. So, right, are there any other UKBBL games going on at the moment? I mean, it's going to have to be reset anyway, so the injuries will all come back. The only game left playing at the moment is the Liquid Light, them Crooked Vultures one.
So they're going to reset the game and they don't lose the players?
No, that's correct.
Boo!
If we admin it to 2-1 or to 2-0 in Thymius' favour, the injuries don't stick, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but the guy I just saw, what guy died on Wright's team?
Which one?
The strength 4 tackle zombie.
I have Charlie Banks in the Cripple Cup next week. He has 13 players. I only have 11. I have managed my treasury to ensure I have the lower TV. Should I scum my entire treasury of 170? What should I spend it on? Can you admin it to 5-4 and let the injury stick? No, Frankfurter. Can't be done. Let's check up with the Liquid Light versus them Crooked Vultures.
Yep.
So if you're not allowed to play High Elves, it's now a blizzard. And the High Elves are, the Orcs are receiving.
If I'm not allowed to play High Elves.
Yeah.
What team would I go with?
Yeah.
In UKBBL or in
anything.
And I'm not allowed to pick High Elves. Am I allowed to pick any elves?
Yes.
Probably Dark Elves.
Do you think Dark Elves are closest to High Elves or Pro Elves?
No, they're not closest to High Elves, but they're easy mode High Elves.
Easy mode High Elves. Shots being fired. Thank Nuffle. You guys were not streaming the atrocity with your attempt to play Blood Bowl. Ekawar, I believe we caught the end of that game. I think we caught your failed attempt and your failed go for it on the trying to score one. So I think we got the pleasure of watching the last play of the game for you. So congrats on a loss. Well played, Carney. The Blizzard doesn't really help the Orcs in this situation, do they? There's a distinct lack, because you can't even throw the long bombs now with your decent thrower. He's kind of stuck.
I definitely say this game is leaning heavily towards the High Elves.
You never have luck like this, do you?
Rarely.
I can't see the Orcs doing that. Shall we have a little game, the Waitrix?
I was thinking of leaving in like 30 minutes ish.
Oh, okay. In which case?
I was going to take a shower and stuff before going to bed.
I didn't want to get all romantic with you or anything. In which case, we'll stick with this game for the next half an hour or so, and you see if the Orcs can even manage to score one. Although I'm very much on your side. The Wizard's still in hand. It's a blizzard. If anyone's going to score again, it's going to be the High Elves.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I'd love for the audience to pick teams for us, and we can play a game another time. Though.
Oh, that's a good idea. Right, I'm going to select some races for the Waitrix to participate with. I'm going to choose 3 races. You can choose 3 races for me. I'll choose 3 races for you. In secret. I'm going to write them down. You can tell me what they are in a minute.
You don't want to do a vote of it?
Yeah, we will. We'll offer 3 races to start with, and then the viewers can vote for it. So, what am I going to go for? I need to remind myself of all the races. What am I going to think the Waitrix isn't going to enjoy that much? Especially at TV 1000. Dwarf versus Chorf. Oh, good God!
No.
Right. Okay. So I am going to give Waitrix this. And I'm going to give Waitrix ooh, yes, quite like that. And I'm going to give Waitrix, I've got one more, oh god. Yeah, okay. I think I've got a reasonable selection here. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll take it in turns. I'll go first. The first one on my list for you to partake with.
Yeah.
Vampires. See,
I don't mind vampires.
I've been generous there. TV 1000 vampires.
The first one I picked for you is Khemri.
Okay, that's interesting because the second one I picked for you was Khemri.
The second one I picked for you was Ogres.
Okay, I can live with ogres as well. Okay, the third one I picked for you was Amazons.
Yeah, and the third one I picked for you was Flings.
I have been much kinder to you than you were for me. Right, so
Most definitely, but then again, I wouldn't mind playing Goblins or Flings.
right, so here we go, guys. So we're going to vote on the Waitrix's team to start with. Okay, so the choices are Vampires, Khemri, or Amazon. So for Waitrix, Vampires, Khemri, Amazons. So votes.
Please don't
vote now.
Khemri off.
Yeah, Khemri off. Right, so Vamps, closest to High Elves. Khemri.
Yeah.
Any more? Another Vamp.
Yeah, looks like the Vamps winning out.
Oh, Tromstruck. Okay, we got another vote for Khemri. Nobody's going for Amazons.
No one likes Amazon. Especially at TV 1000. They're broken at TV 1000.
I'd have happily played them with ogres. Anybody else? Any other vote? Zons would be too easy. Yeah, okay. Any more? Vamps, Khemri, or Amazons for the Waitrix to play with? Anybody else? Okay.
Like it's Vamps for me.
Vampires, then it is for you. I think you can skill them up in Champ's Ladder up to, you can get up to 1250. Okay.
1250.
1250. It doesn't even have to be Champs Ladder. You can skill them up to 1250. In fact, you can actually just. In fact, I'll tell you what. You can just build your own team. You can use the team editor. Okay.
Custom team.
Custom
1250 vamps.
Custom team. 1250.
Can you use doubles and stuff as well? Or
Yeah, I don't mind. You can skill them up however you like. It'll be a surprise. Right, so my vote now.
Yeah.
So you went with, what was the choice? Khemri, Ogres and Flings. To be fair, there's only one on that list that I wouldn't want to play with. So.
And that's the Flings, I guess.
Khemri, Ogres and Flings. No, it's not going to be TV 1000 Frankfurter. That would be far too boring. Who wants to play at TV 1000? So Ogres, one vote for Ogres. Another Ogre.
Yeah, Ogres versus Vamps.
3 Ogres. 4 Ogres. Flings! Thanks for that. Ekawar Ogres. I'll have to have a think about my 1250 Ogre team then.
If I got Ogres and we were playing at TV 1000, I would definitely go all Ogres, no rerolls.
Don't try to make con me. Ogres it is then.
I'm just saying that's what I would do if we went with TV 1000.
Right, fine. We will bring you sometime during the season. We'll have a couple of games to practice with them.
Ogres versus Vamp.
All Wood Elf lineman team. I'm surprised you didn't go Snotlings for me, to be fair. Oh dear, the wizard's been used. For those that missed it, the High Elves used the wizard, despicably used the wizard. And they're pressing for the third. Oh dear, Agnesh. Bob has voted Flings in Discord. Why is he voting in Discord?
Not sure. You can't post in Twitch.
Can he not? No, he was talking to us earlier.
Did you break it, Bob? Speaking of which, wasn't Keith in Twitch earlier?
Yeah, Keith was here earlier, yeah.
Yeah, that's the most I've seen of him this season.
Wow, shots fired, Keith. Is he your assistant?
Well, he's supposed to be. He hasn't done anything yet.
Are you being a crap admin again, Keith? Is he still even here? No, he's probably turned away. He's probably gone, disappeared.
The question is, where is he gonna go with the ball now?
He's got a star player point. What more do you want? Maybe he'll throw it back, or maybe he'll throw it back in a minute. Oh, that throw is going to give it back to the thrower that just threw it.
Yeah. You're blaming me.
Hello, Bob. We can see you typing now. Test. He's done a ickle test there.
Damn Bob blaming me for ruining his Twitch.
The last thing in the world that you want to see. The funny thing is, Ugnash, when he's at home, plays in a dome. So, this weather, he won't be enjoying this weather. Oh my god, he's about to do a go for it, isn't he? I think that's what we're going to see an orc thrower going for it in a blizzard. Hasn't he learnt his lesson from the failed tripwire one in the first half? Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. Oh dear, Agnesh. Brilliant. Hey, he did it.
Now do another one.
No, don't.
Do another one. Come on, Hug.
No, because then you're just making it easier for this catch to blitz you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Force this catcher to do GFI. Oh, this orc team would kill me inside. It's not built for scoring quickly, is it? Sometimes you just got to roll some dice. All true, all true. We'll see that when my ogres smash the Waitrix's vampires to pieces.
I don't doubt it.
I'm quite glad ogres weren't the one that it was the halflings I would have hated to play. I cannot play with halflings.
I actually wouldn't have minded playing flinks.
I nearly popped Underworld onto the list for you. I think you'd have enjoyed that.
Yeah, I was actually close to putting Underworld on there for you as well.
Khemri Ogres and Underworld would be my probably. Ooh, Khemri Underworld's probably my third favourite team. Then probably Ogres, then probably Khemri, and then Amazons after that. So Orcs, Skaven, Underworld, my 3 favourite teams. Then probably Ogres, then Khemri, then Amazons, and Goblins for fun. Thanks, Bob. You're an evil man. And I'm competent high elf coach, but I don't like playing high elves anymore. I think I suck the joy out of them.
They broke your heart.
It's more to do with the fact that I played high elves for all my younger years, really. So I just guess I'm bored of them.
Yeah, and it's a lot worse when you fail something and it's a 2+ rather than failing something that's a 3+.
Oh, I don't know. The thing I fail the most with my orc team is go for it. If I'm honest. That's why.
Seriously, Frank, you can't call high elves boring when you're playing Nurgle.
I think he's firing some shots at you. To be honest, the Waitrix. I think that's all having a pop at you. I have to admit that when I was choosing my stadium upgrade, it was very much a toss-up between the Magic Dome or the lush elf grass, because we don't see enough elf grass. In fact, I don't think there is a single stadium in the UKBBL that have lush elf grass. So, sidestep, gotta like that. Sidestepping blitzer there. Lorenzo, good evening, Lorenzo. Joining us on the stream in a couple of weeks, so good to have you here. While we've got Lorenzo here, when's GCBC 2 coming back online? What happened to my Sunday night show? I still play something 2019. Nice. It was on a few days ago, Bob and Yak, where Andy Davo publicised and then left. So I joined Lorenzo for a very pleasant evening while he demolished some halflings, as I recall. Glasshammer's back! Yay! You don't have to if you're busy, Lorenzo. I was only teasing. But yeah, GCBC 2 back Sunday night. You heard it here first. You've beaten all the flings in your league now. That's good. There are enough of them. Lorenzo's in your division that you admin, isn't he? You and Keith Carr. Waitrix. Lorenzo plays in AFE, doesn't he?
Sure does. He's the first one to have played this match day 4. What?
Sunday night, 8 p.m. GCBC 2 with Lorenzo, with the missus shouting in the background.
Lorenzo, have you tried pestering Keith?
So guys, here's a question. Do friendly FA Cup games count towards aging? No, they do not. Oh, there's another injury. Oh god, blizzards like my least favourite weather, the Waitrix. When you're playing Hiles, what's the weather that you like to see the least?
Well, blizzard is no fun since you can't do long passes.
Yeah. It's not the go for it, though. I suppose it's dreadful for the way I like to play with the Orcs. No go for it, no long passes. Oh, that kills me inside just thinking about it.
I really don't like going for it.
There's your agility 5 catcher getting punched in the face. Mighty blow punch. Carried. Frankfurter, I'm quietly hoping Andy loses a player to aging after qualifying for the playoffs in a season or two. Nice, that's charming, Frank. There is a lot of mighty blow out there, Lorenzo, but it hasn't stopped Agnash from making a complete and utter hash in the first half. Left himself with 2 go for it, and the Skaven in him took over, and he went for it.
I actually agree with Frank. Filtering heat, disgusting.
We actually had a few seasons ago.
It can be totally game breaking.
Yeah, a few seasons back, Hon would have won the UKBBL a season earlier than he actually did, and he controlled the first half, absolutely smashed his opponent to pieces in the first half, only to have Swelter and Heat completely wreck the second half for him.
That's disgusting.
I love that random nature, but there is something you can do about it now in the UKBBL, because we use the stadium enhancements. If you really don't like the weather, I mean, some might say pitch invasion's the other one. We saw a security gate tonight, and I guess people view the pitch invasions in the same way. I like what Agnash is doing here. Actually, what he's actually doing is
the only thing with pitch invasion is that they're on, but they're not gone for the drive.
Yeah, that's true. Swelter and Heat, but what is Swelter and Heat? A double 1, or is it a double 6?
Double 1, I think.
Yeah, because with the Heat, alright, you've got to roll a 7 on the kickoff table, which happens a fair few, but then you've got to roll something ridiculous. Heat feels worse than Invasion. Yeah, Serum will agree. Serum's joining us on the show in the week after next. Or certainly, he's given us a date.
Next week.
It is next week. Serum is popping his GCBC 1 cherry next week. So Serum, looking forward to having you here next week. I hope your Maryland Marvel match goes well this week. We can talk about Saint. Saint died this week, everybody, by the way, but then he got apothecary with his own personal apothecary. Oh no, he didn't die, he got badly hurt, but he still got the apothecary. Saint is that precious to Ceremal's team that even with the apothecary, even with a badly hurt, he got to use it. Oh, crikey, I've just fallen down a little bit. There we go. Let's get back up. Double 1. Swelter and Heat's a double 1. Question for everyone out there, if I re-roll my orcs, what should I play next? Bob, whatever you want to. Whatever you want to. I mean, I mean, it's whether you're or not. I did actually post the racial mix for the start of the season on the site earlier this week. Let me just bring it up.
I'd actually like to see Bob's version of Chaos.
Oh, you think he's done that before? I think he has done that before. I mean, Bob, what haven't you gone crazy with? I'd stick with the orcs until you get smashed to pieces, or you get relegated, I guess. Might be this season, to be fair. Right, racial mix. So, Bob, to help you in your selection. Done Chaos, Undead, Goblins, Skaven, Underworld. You've not done any elves. I mean, how crazy can you go with elves?
You can go really crazy with elves.
Bretonian. So UKBBL at the moment, we only have one Bretonian team in the whole league. One Bretonian team. 2 Amazons. And I'm sure Bob wants to be someone unique. Plenty of Chaos, plenty of Chorf, plenty of Dark Elves. There's only 5 Dwarves. How crazy can you go with Dwarves, Bob? Build a passing Dwarf team. We've got a couple of Goblins, 7 High Elves, 5 Humans, 5 Khemri, 7 Kislev, 10 Lizards. There's only 3 Norse at the moment. Norse? There's 3 Vamps, there's only 1 Ogre, there's 4 Halfling teams at the moment, all plying their trade in Tier 4. 5 Wood Elves. Passing dwarf team that is a 12 Longbeard build. Nice. Passing dwarfs are still dwarfs. True story. Yeah, I go back to what I said before. Play what you like to play, Bob. There is no wrong or right answer to that. If you have a burning desire to play a particular race, then crack on. Underworld and don't actually take claw piling on Mighty Blow. Bob likes the Underworld, but he plays them in ACC. Oh no, Waitrix plays High Elves in everything. No burning desires. Don't know, Bob. I guess the best thing to do is come up with a short list for yourself and then put it to a vote. Get the community to decide. That's the way normally you've done it. Oh, good evening, Blood Curse. Blood Curse has returned to the UKBBL fold. But he can't come to the tournament in Nottingham. Some kind of elderly relative has a birthday.
What about Brett then, Bob?
Yeah, Bretonians, Bob. 60th birthday party. There we go. Said it was some kind of elderly relative's birthday party. That was pretty close.
I've built my vampire team now.
What, 1250 already? You've been doing it while we've been on air?
Of course.
Well, go on then. You're going to tell me what's in it.
13 players, 4 rerolls. 2 blodge vamps, 2 block guard vampires.
2 blodge vamps, 2 block guard vampires. That's outrageous. He's trying to get out at the 60th birthday party. Have you tried crying? You don't like the blitzers? Well, don't take the blitzers then, Bob. Bretonians without the knights. Or Bretonians with a token knight. You could do that. Bretonians, one blitzer.
One blitzer called Brave Sir Robin.
Yeah, there you go. Don't think his wife will care if he cries. No, alright, bloke. It was just a suggestion. Worked for my daughter to stay off school today. Did a little bit of turned on the waterworks. Increased the temperature to 38 and I don't know. Brave Sir Robin. There we go. Brave Sir Robin. We've even given you a team name and a captain there. Brave Sir Robin and his band of, I don't know, it's getting a little bit too like Robin and his Woody Robin and the Wood Elf team, I don't know, that's in Premiership.
Yeah, but Brave Sir Robin is in Holy Grail.
Yes.
And he has the musicians, the ones they eat when it's winter. That's the Movement 9 sprint guy.
No, it's okay, he's got dodge, he's okay.
And the chickens of Leicester.
There we go, Brave Sir Robin and the Chickens of Leicester. There you go, we've even got your team name now. No copyright infringement though.
Who's gonna claim it though?
You could even name them after characters out of Chicken Run.
So what would you go with if you build a 1250 ogre team?
Oh, I don't know yet. I mean I'll have to have a look in a minute.
Six piling on ogres.
Well, that's the way that Charlie Banks would build them for sure.
And dirty player.
Yes. And then he'd fit Brickfarth and Grotty in somehow into 1250. And then he'd wonder why he's walked away from the UK Team Championship with only 1 point out of 6 games. They broke him that weekend, I tell you. Come on, Orcs. Come on, the Waitrix. I'm sure you're even supporting the Orcs now.
Nah.
No, still holding out for another elf. One of my colleagues at work has just posted in a WhatsApp group, changed the icon. It says, "My boss told me to have a good day." So I went home. Yeah. Brilliant. I wouldn't mind, but I'm the boss. So 6 ogres with pylon. Robbo, no. No. There'll be an agility 3 ogre in there somewhere.
Of course. Well, that's why you have If Not The Case, right?
Actually, I'm surprised you didn't take strip ball on the piece.
Don't think I'll need it.
No?
Seven ogres.
Which other star players can an ogre team take? Oh, Bertha. We could be playing against 8 ogres. They can take Morg as well, can't they? I'm intrigued. What have we let ourselves in for?
Do you want to see a fun high elf team?
A fun high elf team? What's a fun high elf team, Waitrix?
I'll show you. I linked it in Twitch.
Ooh. What team values that?
Want to take a guess? Not counting.
The first 4 players are like 1,000 on their own. They're 900. Ah, that's got to be close to 4,000 TV, hasn't it?
No, 3,010.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Is that your team?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's custom built.
No, it's just I don't have time for a proper game, so I play against AI team.
Oh, okay.
They're I started out playing them against players in, I don't remember in what league. But then I kept them and played them against AI. Don't think I've gotten anything but a win against AI, so 67 wins.
Where's the challenge, eh?
Nah.
Out of interest, how many games do you get in a week? Not AI games don't count, by the way. I'm talking about against human opponents.
Well, I get with FA Cup starting again.
And that'd be one extra match for 1 week, Waitrix, but okay.
Actually, I think I've gotten further in the FA Cup each time than you.
I got to the 2nd round last season. I did get knocked out.
Yeah, you got to the 2nd round this season as well, but not by playing.
There you go. I did get. To be fair, hang on. Time out. I
was in top 16 last time, I think.
I got knocked out by Anton last season.
I actually drew against Anton first FA Cup.
Okay. And then you got knocked out on or did you beat him?
Don't remember. I think we played twice and we got a draw both of the times, and then I think I won on the coin toss.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. Oh, where's looks like the Orcs are going to score one. Will it be?
Yeah, but I play in the FA Cup, the Cripple Cup, UKBBL, and Blua.
And where?
Blua. It's 21 game league, I think.
21 game league. What? 22 teams in the league?
Yeah.
Wow, it's a long season.
So the one holding it is Vilinich.
Okay.
Guy on regular on Blood Bowl streams.
Okay. So what's that? 4 or 5 games a week, is it?
Yeah, around at least 4 games a week, pretty much.
Yeah, I find 4 is for me the sweet spot to keep your hand in. Some weeks I manage a couple more.
Yeah, then I play in champs and stuff occasionally, but that's the league games I play.
Yeah. I used to play in rock paper shotgun, for a couple of seasons, but I found it difficult to go to other websites. I don't know why.
Yeah, I was in OCC when they started with Blood Bowl 2.
Yeah.
Or the second season or something. When they swapped. Didn't like it. So I left.
What's wrong with our friends at the OCC?
Nothing wrong. I just didn't like the place.
It's that PidPad, isn't it? You can say it. It's okay. It's that PidPad character.
No, what I probably liked the least was the forum.
Oh really?
I thought everything felt messy over there, and everyone posting in the same thread, and I didn't like.
It's not for everyone. That's the way that things have been done in a lot of the World Cups as well. I know what you're talking about, but I've never played in the OCC, so I'm just an honoured foreign dignitary. I'm over there, so our friends at the OCC are welcome. You can't play everywhere. You have to choose. When I started playing Blood Bowl online, I don't know what made me look. I think it was actually on one of the Cyanide forums, and actually clicked on Great Britain Leagues, and UKBBL came up, surprisingly. So. The reason I got into the UKBBL is actually Loopback. Oh yeah. What, were you watching his stream or?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to watch while he was still playing in the Blood Bowl 1.
Oh, okay. Did you play in the UKBBL in Blood Bowl 1?
No. I joined as soon as you guys swapped over to Blood Bowl 2.
Sorry, say that again?
I joined as soon as you guys swapped over. I was part of the first season of Blood Bowl 2.
Okay. Are we attributing the growth in UKBL numbers to the Andy Davo effect?
And don't tell him that.
Not really. Maybe he could account for 20 or so. I mean, if I'm absolutely honest, we got an awful lot of new coaches, similar to the Waitrix, due to Lupak's stream. To be fair to Lupak, so. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the more Twitch channels there are out there publicising all the leagues, then the better. That there needs to be a way, as far as I'm concerned, for people to play Blood Bowl. If they want to play Blood Bowl, get on the pitch.
I agree with you, Gruff.
Surely it's the Zunk effect, yeah. Perpetual leagues aren't for everyone. There are issues with perpetual leagues, but equally there are issues with different formats of the game. Perpetual leagues somewhat favour other races. We're trying to combat some of those accusations. We talked about it before. I know dear old Zunk doesn't like the aging rules, but
that's because he's playing Kill Chaos.
Yeah, there is a couple of lads teams still around. Yeah, absolutely. Champs Ladder has its place as well, as does all the different formats of Blood Bowl. At the end of the day, I don't think there's one that's any more important than another. What's good is that Blood Bowl and the popularity of the Cyanide online game and the online community has meant that Games Workshop has re-released Blood Bowl Tabletop and is heavily supporting it. There's been so much new Blood Bowl shizzle that's come out in the last 12 months or so. It's been absolutely fantastic. And what kind of game that you start playing in I first started playing Blood Bowl in Edition 1 on the cardboard base with the cardboard pieces. my first experience of playing Blood Bowl was in around about 1987 when I was 11 or 12.
Speaking of when we were talking about Lupac, we actually met once in the UKBBL.
Oh yes, I played Lupac many seasons in a row actually.
Yeah,
in the Premiership.
I have a clip here from when he and I played each other.
Is that what you've just posted?
Yeah.
Be right there, isn't he? Oh, maybe. Standard. This has got standard Lupac turn 8 all over it. Blinding Sunshine 5 pluser. Come on, baby. Where's my... Oh, the Sunshine fucked me.
That's brilliant, Waitrix. If you haven't watched that clip, that's ridiculous.
No, don't do that. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
What is the point in the game? What is the point in
I'm not really sure what to say about it.
Fail like a fucking...
It's bonkers.
No.
The YouTube. If anybody's watching this match back on YouTube, I apologise because what's actually just happened is that there's been.
Where's my... Oh, the Sunshine fucked me.
There's been a. We're watching a video of a Lupac versus Waitrix game where Lupac goes for a turn 8 touchdown, throwing the ball in Blinding Sunshine, 33% chance of it working. Inaccurate pass, the ball bounces off the pitch, gets thrown out to one touchline, then the other, and then gets thrown back to the player who's passing to in the final, in the first place, and that player then catches it for the touchdown. Brilliant. Yeah, that's the one, Al Bundy, that's the one. Right, the Orcs have scored, they've got 2 turns. You're not going to score a touchdown setting up like that, Agnes. Jesus Christ. Come on. Be aggressive. You've got to get an Orc into scoring position. Yes, I know that you're defending, but you're not going to score if you have your players that deep. Never has a blitz been wanted more. Come on, Agnes. Be more aggressive. You just happen to have that that clip lying around with you, the Waitrix.
I've actually looked it up and showed it to Loki Star. So I went and that was in PM on Discord. So I just went into Discord and.
But he has it on his phone too. Yeah, Noam2, please upload your Matchday 3 game. We haven't got 3 uploads from Keith anymore because I deleted 2 of them, Gruff, from yesterday. But yeah, that is one of the key things. We do need people to upload their scores. I'm going to remind you all of the penalty from the code of conduct.
You're not wrong, Frank, because I have Discord on my phone as well.
There you go. Rule 23 of the Code of Conduct, for those of you, the weather's nice again. In the case of persistent failure to upload, a fine will be laid down after the 3rd miss upload in a season. They are being recorded. 2d6 times 10,000 loss of gold coins and or player value. So if you don't have the money to pay that fine, you could lose players. Dice roll will be done on the same website as for concessions. So randomresult.com. So please upload your results. It's not come through, Noam2. I did check this last night. You're not a bad guy, Noam2, by the way. I just want to point that out. It's just I was having a conversation.
He's a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. But we have had some problems with frequent non-uploaders. It just happened that you were picked out in this. There you go. Farron's looking and waiting for the upload. A fine or a penalty? Likely to have to play your next game with your pants on backwards if you repeatedly... No, fine.
That's true, Duran. You are a bad guy.
Duran's a bad guy. I play dwarves. This is very true. You're not a bad guy, you just misunderstood. I, for one, love watching a well-played dwarf team. I genuinely do. Anybody that takes a team that's that slow, you've got to salute, really, haven't you?
Silly dwarves.
The single most important stat for me is movement. I genuinely find it much easier to play Blood Bowl with high movement.
No, that's because you're playing on the Xbox or PlayStation or whatever console. Yeah, I'm with you, Bob. As long as I don't have to play against them or with them or watch them.
It's so unfair. That's not fair at all. I genuinely, I'm not even making this up. I genuinely like watching a well-played Orc team. Well, that's it. The High Elves have won, by the way, because the Orcs can't.
I know where the PC Master is. That's why I can't keep track of all the console peasants.
This Orc here, Narg, is the only player that can score, and he needs 4 go-for-its and multiple dodges to get into scoring range. So, bad luck. Is there a UKBBL console division? If there is, I'm not associated with it. Well, I think we'll call it there. This game is done. It's going to be 2-1 or 3. In fact, if this is a knockdown, we know it is a knockdown. Oh no, Alice has got a couple of turns. It could be 3-1. Ugnash has shown no ambition to score, so I don't see why that would change now. Well, he can't actually score now at all, so... What was that?
Duran.
Oh, UK Bulbul. Bulbul.
Yeah, don't forget the last F, Baron.
Triple Fs.
It's the most important one.
Right, so I've got to design a 1250 Ogre team in the next week or so. Fine.
I'd be disappointed if I didn't see a Leap Ogre.
You're going to be disappointed then. Is there a Leap Vampire?
I can change into a Leap Vampire.
You've gone cookie cutter vampire, haven't you? You've taken blodging vampires and block guard vampires. You disgust me. Frankfurter says, so Sandy, when do you fancy playing our match this week? Is this league or cup?
League.
So, bragging rights to be played for. Should be fun watching Frank and you on the show next week. Frankfurter says I'd get a block tackle mighty blow vampire in there. I wonder if I can fit in Morg. Just let Morg do everything.
Yeah, tackle might actually not be a bad shout.
He's only saying that because he's playing against halflings.
Snotlings. Or Gnoblars.
He's busy Monday at 8:30, Frank. Jesus Christ. It's 12.50 Bushranger, so 15 snots would be what? 300,000. That leave me 700,000 left. I could get. In fact, to be honest, I could go. I could take 12 snots. In fact, I could take 13 snots, Brickfarth and Grotty and Morg, and then have money left over. Could do that as well.
Yeah, the only problem is the bank rule. Everything above 150 counts to.
Oh no, I'm aware of that. I'd spend that as well. 480, 700. 480 is for Morg, isn't it? Brickfarth and Grotty's 290, so that's 5, 6, 7. That's nearly 800 on its own.
Yeah, but then it's a one-match team.
One-man team.
No, a one-match team. What are you gonna do the next game?
Oh, we having more than one game, are we?
You were saying earlier that we might have a couple of games with the teams.
Best of 3.
Best of 3, but we can't play the same team each time. They'll have to vote new teams for us.
Oh bloody hell! It's going to become a series. Jesus. Well, eventually we'll have to have the highest of L's versus Feyenoord as the decider.
Could be fun. See who can do the longest pass.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to offer Chorfs, Chaos and Dwarves next time if you're going to get like this.
Boo!
They'd make you play Dwarves. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, I know
the viewers would make you play Dwarves.
I definitely know they would make me go with disgusting dwarves.
Oh, he's got through.
Yeah, I'll be playing Vamps. First game we're playing.
Then we would all not watch the game. Nice, Bob.
Yeah.
Dwarf mirror match.
That would be typical. Making me play dwarves and not even watching it.
Nice. He doesn't use his thrower much, does he?
No, he's primarily keeping him on. Yeah, I know, Frank. It's horrible.
Dwarf mirror match at low TV would like being in purgatory. I disagree with that. I can build a very exciting dwarf team at 1250. So how many skills do you get on your vampire team then?
I've added 8 skills.
8 skills, eh?
4 4 block, 2 dodge.
Did
2
you just
guard.
take 4 vampires then?
Yeah, 4 vamps.
Okay. Up to 12 players, was that?
13.
13, okay. And you've not taken any skills on the thralls at all?
Nope.
Bloody hell. Bob is bored whilst even thinking about a dwarf mirror match. Brilliant. I think the High Elves are going to score again here.
I'd say that's pretty likely.
Yeah. It's not looking good for the Orcs, is it? Dwarf mirror match more fun than an Amazon mirror match. What? A lot of pushing around in an Amazon mirror match, to be fair.
Yeah, but then again, if you actually get someone down, you might get an armor break. With dwarves, there's a lot of blocking and no pieces moving. And no armor breaks.
I took Amazons to a tournament once, ended up playing dwarves in the first round. It was painful.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's going hunting for the ball carrier. I think he'll use a reroll there. No, he chooses not to. Get a sidestep piece next to your thrower. It's not going to work.
I changed one of the blodge vampires into block tackle.
So you've only got one blodger now, so he'll carry the ball for you. At least the dwarves have sexy cheerleaders. Like a bearded lady, do we? Well, here we go. What's the easiest way to score? Do you get the? I suppose you've got to get that player into the end zone to start with.
The G5 one.
Yeah. That's a 2-2, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get out. And there is tackle in play there. Reroll in hand. Do you hand off to the thrower to make the pass here?
Possibly. He has accurate, right?
Yeah.
You'd have to blitz the pug out of the way first off.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly what he's doing. Oh, he's rolled them both down. Okay, he can have another shot though. This guy can block instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Come further along, yeah. There's the handoff. He's just going for the long throw. Interception. I suppose he's got a safe throw, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's a long bomb. That's a 4+ with a built-in reroll. Will he get an interception attempt there?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, there was. Accurate kicks in. Touchdown. It's because Wacker was shit, like Lorenzo. You've been told that many, many times by Andy Davo. Wacker was shit. 3-1 to the High Elves. And that is GCBC for another night. Congratulations to Liquid Venom and congratulations to all of the other winners tonight. Let's have a quick look at the results from around the league this evening. Well, there's a couple more games on the go at the moment. 3-1 Liquid Light, 3-1 Expectations, 2 Holmrock Stein Boys, 1 that's from Altdorf West. Fire Emblem Females 1 versus Nergalicious, 1-0 to Alessus, that's from the conferences. Caladan Corsairs 2 Hagram's Head Splitters, that was from Howling Hills West. Wood and Wood Aspirants were 2-0 up when they disconnected against Young at Bones, that wasn't